I am back after 2 days. I'm not making videos. Yeah, I'm sorry for that one. My alarm goes off and I immediately stop it. It still feels so early. I want to go back to sleep, but I know Natsumi is going to kill me if I don't meet her. There you are, Legacy. I was half tempted to burst into your room and drag you out of bed. Hey, I'm actually on time. So, what tasks do you need my help with? And why do we have to do it so early? We need to clean the bath area. It's a two-man job and you have yet to clean it all summer. Do we have to do it so early though? Of course, silly. How else is everyone going to shower on time? Now get a brush and start scrubbing. I sigh as I move over to one area with a cleaning brush. As I scrub the stone floor in my section, I notice Natsumi groaning. Come on, get clean already. Need some help over there? No. You look like you're struggling. I walk over to see that she's been poring over one particularly mossy area, I think. Yeah. It's nothing. I'm just trying to get all the moss off. It just takes a while, that's all. Well, no wonder you're having a hard time. Don't you know you can't just force moss off? You need to treat it first and then use warm water. Here, let me show you. I grab a nearby box of cleaning supplies, and after getting what I need, I cover the moss with it. After a while, I wash it off with warm water and wipe the area. See? It came off just like that. You mean to tell me that you didn't know how to do that? Hey, don't be mean. Mom and Dad never taught me, okay? I merely chuckle. Natsumi's pout suddenly turns into a smile. You really are hopeless, Legacy. Still, I'm glad that you're teasing me. Why is that? Natsumi blushes. Well, weren't you embarrassed at all about... Oh, weren't you embarrassed at all about what happened in Tokyo? I think about it a little. It's not normal for something like that to happen, but it's not like we had any other option either, right? Yeah, I know. Still, I couldn't help but feel awkward for a while. I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but I was avoiding you. I I didn't know how to justify how I behaved back in Tokyo. And I guess I was worried you thought I was weird or something. That could never happen, Natsumi. I already thought you were weird before that. Legacy. Kidding. It's nothing. Natsumi breathes a sigh of relief. Good. I'd hate for that to ruin our friendship. A pause. I know on I'm not tough on you a lot of times, but I really have but it really has been fun having you here this summer. I want to make the most of the time we have left together. The last thing I want the last thing I would want is to make the last few days with you uncomfortable. Well, you don't have to worry about any of that. Although I wouldn't mind skipping chores for a day in your dreams. Natsumi laughs and splashes me with a bit of water from her bucket. Hey, you'll pay for that. Natsumi smirks and starts splashing me some more. I grow and charge toward her with my own bucket. Take this. Natsumi shrieks as I try to pour soapy water over her. She dodges to the left and sticks out her tongue. Ha, you missed. Natsumi laughs until she loses her balance. She slips and starts to shriek. I'll help. Before I can say or do anything, Natsumi grabs my shirt and drags me down with her. I groan as we land on the ground. Ouch, my head. Natsumi, are you okay? Natsumi stares at me and blushes. Yeah, you? Sorry for pulling you down with me. I chuckle. It's okay, I landed right on top of you. That's when I realized that my body is pressing against hers, and our faces are just inches from one another. I expect Natsumi to panic, but she merely looks at me, breathing heavily. I never noticed. But you have such pretty eyes, Legacy. She likes the eyes just like I do. One of my people. You do too, Natsumi. We continue staring into each other's eyes, unable to move. I feel the desire to draw even closer to her face. What should I do? My first instinct was to leave and go for the kiss. But then, my left side of the brain was like, no. If there's a kiss option, there might be one for Yuki coming up soon. You don't want to use it up on this one and miss Yuki. You don't want that. You really don't. So as tempting as this is, I will have to decline. I quickly get off Natsumi and offer my hand. Here, let me help you up. Natsumi grabs it and then quickly brushes off her clothes. Ouch, that left me a little sore. This all your fault, Legacy. Hey, you splashed me first. Well, you splashed back. That literally doesn't make it my fault. Natsumi playfully puts her hands on her hips and puffs her cheeks. Okay, it might have been my fault, but just a little. Let's just finish cleaning so that we can have some breakfast. After breakfast, we all gather to start preparing the stand for the festival. Alright, we have the price and booth materials, but we still need promotional items as well. We usually make posters, yeah. But I'm afraid we're out of paper and markers. Yuki types on her phone. I can take care of that. Are you sure, Yuki? You did so much work already. And you said you'd be the one writing on the posters too. I guess I could use some company. Like I say, can you go to the store with me and help me carry stuff? Sure thing, Yuki. Alright, you two do that. And Momo and I will start organizing the prizes. That I heard the bull says that we'll have like something with Yuki. Yuki and I start walking to the general store. The two of us start grabbing the necessary items once we're inside. Let's see, markers, paper, and paint. Anything else we need, Yuki? Yuki? I turn around and notice Yuki staring at the television screen. Something seems to have caught her attention. What are you watching, Yuki? Yuki rolls around with a very serious expression on her face. She tugs on me and shows me a message. We need to go now, huh? Why? Yuki starts typing, but the television volume goes up, making me look at it. Live in Tokyo tonight, now presenting the idol group Snow Lily. The girls are introduced one by one until the last member steps forward. It's Yuki. Nice. The girl on the screen is, without a doubt, Yuki performing. And there's a girl who looks exactly like Yuki right next to her. Yuki tugs on me again, harder this time. But it's too late. I turn to Yuki. Yuki, you were part of... Before I can finish my sentence, Yuki covers my mouth and drags me outside. As she continues covering my mouth, she texts with one hand and shows her screen. Please don't tell anyone. Yuki stares at me intensely. So it really is you. I knew she looked familiar. Like I have seen her somewhere else before. Why didn't you tell me you were part of Snow Lily? Yuki frowns and starts typing. I patiently wait, because I left them. I stare at her and blink in disbelief. Why would you do something like that? Yuki looks around and types another message. I'll explain everything, but not here. Why don't we go to the shrine and talk there? When we reach the shrine, it's completely empty. Okay, I can tell you here. Last year, I left the group. Since then, I have been keeping a low profile. What was your reason for leaving? Yuki frowns. I got tired of being in the group. You see, I was there with my twin sister. Alright, I remember her. Yuri, I think, right? Doki Doki Literature. Yuki nods. Yuri and I went. No. Yuri and I were always marked as a pair. But because we were twins, I kept getting compared to her. Fans would often criticize me for not being as good as her, or they couldn't tell I was different from her. So I left. How should I respond? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through that. Yuki shakes her head. Don't be. Well, I'm sad I left. I don't regret it. But I guess I don't know what to do with my life now. I was so used to being an idol, and now I can barely speak. You said you left a year ago. That's when you started having problems with your voice, right? My therapist said it was psychological, that I was so impacted by leaving that I struggled to speak. I got used to it over time, but it was a struggle. I couldn't go to school like usual or even communicate with my family, so I got really depressed. So much so that my parents brought me to this place. Yuki's eyes flutter, and I notice a few tears. Yuki, you have been through a lot, have you? Yuki pats her. Yeah, yeah. Yuki pats her eyes with a handkerchief. I have, but that's okay, because I have you. Me? Yuki softly smiles and types a little more on her phone. You, not me, and Momo. You each gave me the strength I needed to be able to move forward. And now I can show you this. Yuki puts her phone down on the ground. She then touches her throat and takes a deep breath. Thank you, Lexi. My eyes widen in surprise as I hear words coming from Yuki's mouth for the first time. Her voice is soft, barely audible, but it's still there. Yuki, you're able to use your voice? Yuki blushes and smiles. Then she picks up her phone and types another message. My voice is still weak, but I have been practicing. I wanted to show you, because you inspired me to be strong again. I'm overwhelmed with emotion. What should I do? Oh, oh well. I won't let that slide. I was about to let that slide. No, no. I'm waiting for that kiss. That's amazing, Yuki. Congratulations. Yuki smiles at me. She quickly types a message. Thank you. I'm not used to it though, so it will take a while before I can speak like before. That's alright, Yuki. Progress is progress. Yuki nods. Now that you know, we should head back. I'm sure the others are waiting for us. Right, let's go. On the way home, I hear something behind us. Loud footsteps approaching. We turn around. Oh my god. It's this creep again. Not too far from us, we see the man who had been following her before. Yuki tugs my arm and shows me a message. That man. I keep seeing him. Is he following us? So you noticed too, huh? I have been suspicious of him for a while now. I just didn't want to worry you. She looks very nervous. What should we do? I'm worried. Run! He can't follow. He can't follow us if we run all the way home. Stay with me, Yuki. I hold Yuki's arm and start sprinting. Yuki gasps but quickly matches my speed. In the distance, I see the man lightly jogging behind us. He's following us? My heart begins to pound in my chest. Fortunately, however, the man doesn't chase after us for too long. That creep. Eventually, we reach the path to the share house. Out of breath, we stop for a moment. I wasn't too fast for you, was I? Yuki shakes her head. She gestures to the distance as if asking me where the guy is. We lost track of him. He decided to run after us. No, he decided not to run after us. Yuki breathes a sigh of relief. We should head inside. He might know where we are. No, we should head inside. He might know where the share house is. Share house is. Yuki nods. I agree, and I think it's time. Time for what? Time to stop this stalker once and for all. Of course, man. Like, oh my god, why are you following? Some creeps out there. Oh my. I will never understand this people. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back after a snack. Mm-hmm. With the stalker gone, Yuki and I enter the house. Oh hey you two. We were just about to go out and call you guys. Did something happen? You guys seem to be out of breath. It's a long story, but Yuki and I talk about our experience with the stalker. Natsumi and Momo's faces turn grim. A stalker? And you two are positive that he's following Yuki? Well, I have seen him a few times around her. Yuki nods and types into her phone. I noticed him even when Legacy wasn't around. I didn't say anything because I was worried that it might just be a coincidence, but Legacy thought it was strange too. Now that you guys mention it, I have seen a guy lurking around. I thought he was just a local, but he's most likely the same guy you're talking about. Based on the description you guys gave, he's definitely not from here. This is serious. We should go to the local police station as soon as possible. Yuki shakes her head fiercely. Please don't. What? Why wouldn't we? Natsumi's right. This man could be dangerous. Yuki frowns. Yes, but if you tell the police, then people on this island might find out I'm part of Snow Lily. I don't want to cause a big commotion. Oh, that's true. Wait, you guys knew that she was part of Snow Lily? Natsumi and Momo look at each other before slowly nodding. We did. We recognized Yuki right away, but she asked us to keep it a secret. It wasn't our place to say anything. I understand. If we're not to go to the cops. Wait, if we're not going to the oh my god. If we're not going to go to the cops, then what are we going to do? We all think for a moment. I think I have a plan. The girls consider my strategy. It sounds a little risky, but it is the least complicated way to deal with this. I'm alright with it, but only if Yuki is. Yuki smiles before typing. I'm alright with this plan. So long as I know you're there with me, I trust. I trust I'll be fine. So long as I know you're there with me, I trust I'll be fine. Then it's settled. We'll execute our plan tomorrow evening. Yes, thank you guys for helping me with this. It's the least we can do for a friend, Yuki. Since we have to prepare for it, we should get our chores out of the way early. Speaking of which, you're up for cooking lunch, aren't you, Legacy? Crap, I actually forgot for a moment. Thanks for reminding me. Alright then, we'll leave you with that while we make the posters for the festival. I stand in the kitchen struggling to cut vegetables. Although I have done this several times, I still can't do it right. I still remember what happened last time. All this texture is very interesting. Yuki frowns. It tastes unique. Legacy, you burned the curry again, didn't you? I can't afford to screw up this time. Everyone always does such a good job, so I want to make something nice for them too. Just as I say this, an acrid smell reaches my nostrils, and dark gray smoke rises from the pan. Oh crap, the pan. I hurriedly turn off the stove and open the window. What's that awful smell? Natsumi rushes in, pinching her nose. If you're not able to multitask in the kitchen, might as well just do one thing at a time, even though it will take way longer. Natsumi rushes in, pinching her nose. Is there a fire in here? Natsumi, I was just cooking. Oh, figures. What's that supposed to mean? Well, let's just say that you haven't quite perfected your cooking skills yet. Hey, I'm trying, okay? Maybe take a few seconds to read a cooking book next time. Natsumi shakes her head, smiling. Since you're so terrible at this, why don't I teach you a few things? Momoyuki and I finished making the posters early, so I have some free time on my hands. How should I respond? Oh, number one is wow. I ain't choosing that one for sure. Thank you so much. I'm bound I'm bound to improve with our very own master chef helping me. Natsumi blushes. I'm no master. I I just know these things because I had to cook since I was little. Well, I'm sure I'll learn a lot from you. So thank you, Natsumi. You're welcome. But don't think I'm going to go easy on you either. Anyway, what are you trying to cook exactly? Some fried pork cuddles and tempura. While I was prepping, I forgot I turned the stove on. You don't turn it on until you have finished prepping all your stuff. Here, let me help you. Natsumi reorganizes the ingredients and then begins instructing me. First, she shows me how to properly cut the vegetables. Then Natsumi tells me about timing the batter and how to cook the meat. Now remember, we start with the heat on low. Then we'll put it on higher later to make it crispy brown. You're a pro at this, Natsumi. Natsumi blushes. Definitely not, but I guess it's something I'm good at. Though it's not the most impressive talent. Yuki can sing and dance. All I have ever done is manage a house on a small island. Natsumi looks at the ground with a sad expression. How can I make Natsumi feel better? What should I do? Reassure Natsumi. Don't say that, Natsumi. Not many girls can do that. No, not many girls can do what you do. You think so? I, for one, can't. Of course. Managing a share house is a big responsibility, and I'm always a sucker for someone who can cook. Besides, who said you can't sing and dance too? Natsumi blushes. You talk so much nonsense, Legacy. But thanks. Let's go serve lunch now. Audible gasps come from Momo and Yuki as they look at the food. This looks amazing. Legacy, did you actually make all of this by yourself? No. Legacy, did you actually make all of this yourself? That I did, but it's only because Natsume helped me. Yuki samples a bite of food and beams. She types enthusiastically. This is super delicious. I didn't think you could cook anything well like this. Ouch. Come on, Yuki, you could have okay. Come on, Yuki, you could have had a little faith in me. Yuki silently jiggles. It's nice seeing her smile like this after all the tension earlier. Come on, everyone, let's dig in. We all enjoy lunch thoroughly. Or throughoutly. Oh, whatever. With our spirits lifted, I feel more. No, with our spirits lifted, I feel even more confident about stopping the stalker tomorrow. After finishing all our chores and our preparation for the stand, we turn in for the night. I find myself unable to sleep. I still have so much energy. I could go for a walk, but that stalker is still somewhere out there. That makes me wonder. Does he know that Yuki is staying here at the share house? And if he does, would he ever break in? My thoughts are interrupted when I hear loud creaking in the hallway. I sit upright. What was that? Could it be the stalker? Soon I hear footsteps approaching. Someone is heading straight to my room. My heart begins to pound. He might actually be here. Confront the person. I have to stop him before he does something to Yuki. I need to find something to defend myself with just in case. After quietly getting out of my bed, I find a broom leaning against the wall. Oh, thank goodness for chores. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say. I grab it firmly and swing the door open. Stop right there. I'm about to strike when I hear a girl shriek. Legacy, what are you doing? Momo, is that you? Yeah, who else would it be? I thought you were the stalker. The stalker? Momo gasps in realization. Oh, I'm sorry, I have scared you, haven't I? Kinda, yeah. Momo blushes furiously. This is so embarrassing. I didn't mean to frighten you. I I just wanted to talk to you about something. Momo frowns and looks to the ground. Is it so important that it couldn't wait until tomorrow? Momo fidgets and presses her two index fingers together. It's just that I've been struggling to sleep. Ever since I got injured, I have been getting recurring nightmares. I thought they would end after I got better, but that hasn't been the case. So you're scared to sleep, is that it? Momo nods slowly. It's not that I'm scared of my room or anything, but talking about the stalker today, it made things worse. I kept worrying he would come in anyway. He would come in at any moment. And it doesn't help that the slightest sound wake me up. No, and it doesn't help that the slightest sounds wake me up. I actually haven't had a good night's rest in several days. Poor Momo. The stalker has really put everyone on edge. Have you tried talking to Natsume or Yuki about it? Momo nods. Yeah. Natsume suggested trying chamomile tea. I don't know, I'm probably pronouncing that horribly. I butchered that name. But anyways. But it didn't do anything. Then Yuki played me some music, but that only seemed to make it worse. Bruh. I. It's why I came here. To see you. Oh, I see. What can I do to help? Momo blushes even more. I don't know, but I remember feeling better when you were watching over me while I was sick. I just felt safe knowing you were nearby. So, if it's not too much to ask, could you help me find a way to fall asleep tonight? You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I know I'm interrupting your sleep, but I'm getting a little desperate. There must be something that I can do. What can I do to help Momo? No. I myself am getting tired, I'm sleeping. I went back to hell today, called school. Double check your room. If it makes you feel better, I can check your room. We can make sure the windows and doors are secure. Momo frowns and thinks for a moment. I guess it's worth a shot. We go to Momo's bathroom. Bedroom. What you mean bathroom? I check everything to make sure that nothing is out of the ordinary. Your window locks are sturdy, and so is your door lock. The stalker shouldn't be able to break in even if he wanted to. That's a relief to hear. I guess I was just being paranoid. It's okay, Momo. Just let me know if anything else comes up. Okay, thank you, Legacy. Before returning to my room, I hear Momo's door lock being I hear Momo's door lock behind me. The next day, we finish our chores for the day and eat dinner early. By the time we're done, we're ready to carry out our plan. We gather in the living room. Alright, everyone's here. Does everyone remember what to do? The girls nod. Yuki will go out first. From there, we'll follow suit and get into position. Exactly. You up for this, Yuki? Yuki smiles and types into her phone. I'm positive. Let's end this stalker business once and for all. Alright, everyone. Then let's go. I escort Yuki to the door. Her hand seems to shake a little as she places it on the doorknob. On the doorknob. Don't worry, Yuki. We'll be right behind you. Yuki types a reply. Thank you, Legacy. I know nothing bad will happen, but I'm so a little nervous. What should I say? I'll protect you no matter what. I won't ever let that man hurt you, understand? If you get into trouble, I'll run to you immediately. Yuki blushes and smiles. She types another message. I feel secure knowing that. You always make me feel safe, Lacey. Yuki waves as she exits. No. Yuki waves as she exits the door. Oh, how are you having trouble with saying the word exit? Now all we have to do is wait. I want to capture that man. Send him to jail. How dare he? Anyways, I'm done. Not for the day. I'll take a break playing some Warframe or whatever. Farm. And then do Anomaly Girls, yes. Then later on, well, just do the two endings with Masako and Lucy. 4 videos in a day should very well make up for the 2 days that I was gone. I hope it does. Goodbye.